Hello everyone. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video regarding some headaches you can experience managing your SharePoint environment. We know that setting up, deploying, maintaining, and improving a SharePoint environment often leads to issues and of course headaches. GSX provides an agentless monitoring and reporting tool providing you real-time information on user experience. In this video we will show you how GSX Monitor can solve some of these issues. First, let me briefly introduce our company. 15 years ago, we started to provide a monitoring and reporting solution for collaborative environments. GSX is now able to monitor and report on SharePoint, Exchange, BlackBerry, and Lotus Domino without installing any code on your servers, and all from a single workstation. With more than 600 customers, we have a truly global presence based out of offices in the United States, United Kingdom, France, and of course Geneva, Switzerland, where our headquarters is located. With that, let me introduce SharePoint headache number 1. Load testing your environment. When deploying SharePoint within your company, it is best practice to load test your environment across various scenarios. Architects and administrators normally use a load testing tool to see how their environment will respond to, say, 2,000 users, 10,000 users, and so on. Analyzing the results, you can easily see that your system can support a certain amount of users and/or activities before breaking down. But system status won't give you any insight into what your users are actually experiencing. If all load tests pass, systems are deployed and generally accept the load from a server capacity perspective. But does this mean that the user experience will be acceptable? How can GSX Solutions cure this headache? To be able to truly test your environment and guarantee its performance, you need to measure the performance of the service delivered to your users before, during, and after testing. Otherwise, when confronted with user complaints, you cannot truly be sure your systems are maintaining expected service levels. You will find plenty of means for load testing SharePoint by performing a simple search on the internet. However, the problem remains. When running simple load tests, you can't emulate user experience from the user's perspective. Alright, let's move on to our demo. Because GSX does not sit on the SharePoint server, and because it actually simulates end-user activities and experience, GSX Monitor will give you all the information that you need to see how a certain number of sites and users affects your environment's overall performance. After having set up your SharePoint server and the monitoring interface, you'll have the ability to choose the tests that you want to make on a regular basis. 2 types of tests are available: web services and scenarios. We can configure the web services under server settings here. Simply pull a drop down for web services and you see the web services available. Web service tests truly test the end-to-end performance of your SharePoint web services. Not only will it tell you if the service is up or down, but also the time it takes as a user to perform the actions. For example, GSX will try to create a copy of a document, try to use a form, try to access the versioning information, try to access the web parts, and so on. And it's going to do all of this from a user perspective. In the statistics view, if we click on SharePoint Statistics, on the top right you will find the response time for each of the tests you have selected. With this information you can follow performance during load testing and see how your environment actually delivers its services to your users. Alright, the second type of tests do not only involve web services. They involve multiple simulated user actions in order to see how a specific scenario performs in your environment. On the Scenarios tab, under SharePoint Scenario, you can see the tests that are available. You can create blog posts, create meetings, create site collections, test your search and Excel services, and upload documents. Each of these tests will show the performance that your environment delivers to your users during load testing and once deployed to production. Together, these tests give you a true view of your environment's performance and allows you to see, adjust, and forecast the performance before, during, and after load testing. Now you have more than just the system view to help you size your infrastructure to meet the needs of your company. You also have the information from a user perspective, feeding you information on the impact of your different load scenarios. How can GSX cure this headache? To sum up briefly what we just viewed, GSX, which is agentless and acting as a user, will allow you to track user experience before, during, and after your load test, choose the test that you want to perform based on how you use your environment, and alert you if there are any performance issues for your users. Thank you for your time. The next video will feature anticipating capacity issues. You can now download the SharePoint Headache ebook at the link below, if not done already, or download the free trial of GSX Monitor. Please don't hesitate to contact us for any questions you may have at sales@gsx.com. Thank you, and see you next time.